Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, what will America do next? And the Obama administration looks like they're willing to put a Band-Aide on a hemorrhage. That's right, because it seems they're very close now to having the votes to ratify this Iranian nuke deal and to let it go through, despite the screams of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel and 80% of the American public. It still doesn't matter. Congress is going to let it go through. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. Well, the moment this Iranian nuclear deal becomes law, as it seems increasingly that it will, the congressional support for the agreement is very close now, and the focus of the U.S.-Israeli conversation will shift to the question of what's next. What more will Washington do to mitigate the Iranian threat and resume and give assurances, if you will, to Israel and to the regional allies? Well, for starters, President Barack Obama seems ready to offer an array of security enhancements, among them accelerating and increasing defense assistance to Israel over the next decade, increasing the U.S. military presence in the Middle East, stepping up in enforcement of non-nuclear related Iranian sanctions, enhancing U.S. indications against disruptive Iranian activity in the region, and increasing cooperation on missile defense. Now, these are all emphasis, of course, on keeping any of the tens of billions of dollars to which Iran will gain unfettered across and through the sanctions relief from reaching Iran's proxies. In other words, Iran's going to get this $100 million worth of freed up assets, and we're not going to control how they use it or spend it, and it will make its way to Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthi rebels in Yemen, Al-Qaeda, help President Assad in Syria, the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. I don't know, it'll probably wind up with Boko Haram in Nigeria, and maybe some of it goes to Al-Shabaab in Somalia. I mean, basically, Iran sponsors terrorism all over the world. And now they're going to get their hands on an extra $100 billion. And they'll be turning those centrifuges as fast as they can in the process of creating their own nuclear arsenal. So Obama wants to put a Band-Aid on the hemorrhaging of the relationship with Israel. Now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is not wanting to be seen as endorsing the deal, while there's still a chance Congress could scuttle it, has directed Israeli officials not to engage with U.S. officials on what could be done after the deal is placed. The Israeli envoy to Washington, Ron Demer, has said that Israel would be ready for discussions only after options to kill the agreement formally are known, as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action are exhausted. So until this deal is done, Netanyahu don't even want to talk about what do we do now. He's still fighting to end it. But if it ends, of course, they will be at the table to figure out now, okay, America, how much will you give us to help us protect ourselves from this disaster you've just created? I mean, isn't it really unbelievable? But if you understand the military-industrial complex and the multiple billions of dollars it's made by defense contractors to constantly keep upping the ante for everybody to try to have the ability to attack if they need to and to defend if they have to. And that's where all this money is made. I mean, basically in America, it's made in the military-industrial complex. It's made in healthcare and insurance. It's made in energy. I mean, those three things just take up about 80% of the total revenue required for a nation like the size of America. The rest of it just trickles down to whoever else can catch a piece of it, which is very little. This is part of the problem. We have horrible immigration policies that are just killing us. We're bankrupt from the Obamacare bill, and we're watching our own society morally decay and rot from within. Our relationships with our closest allies have been literally almost severed. So disgusting has the foreign policy of the current administration been that and all the president's worried about doing is changing the name on a mountain and slapping a dead president in the face while he does that. William McKinley, who was assassinated serving his nation. You know, I'm just to the point now where it's unreal. I'm going to be in West Monroe, Louisiana on March the 12th. I've rented the Civic Center there in West Monroe, Louisiana. And I want you to come and help me. It's going to be a powerful prophecy conference. And the theme, Take Back America. Bible Prophecy Conference. This will be such a prophetic, we're coming to the crossroads, America. We are at the crossroads, and God gave me a word 2 years ago and said America will have to choose whether they're going to be under God or not in the summer of 2016. I don't know what that means. Is it a Supreme Court decision that will be coming? Is it something legislatively? Is it something electorally? I don't know. But God give me this word. And so in May, we're going to hold a conference. And I want you to join me in West Monroe, Louisiana on March the 12th for the Take Back America Bible Prophecy Conference. I'll let you know who all the speakers are, but I promise you, I'll be bringing a powerful word from the Lord. And He has arranged the very hour that we're going to be. Don't miss it. Help me join me for it. We'll put an event page up here in the next day or two. I hope Heidi can get it done maybe by tomorrow so that you can join in and start registering for this great conference. We need to stay with this. Part of taking back America is building a strong alliance with Israel and our allies abroad. Pray, would you please? America's in trouble. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We are running out of time. The Lord is coming soon, and He's coming after those that are ready. Are you saved?